Hello, 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 and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Sean.
Hello.
Richard.
Hello.
Sean.
Spyomp.
The empty seat that Jeff will be sitting in soon.
Cricket noises. Apparently that's a cricket noise.
I think that's an indication that Jeff is tied up in a trunk somewhere. And we need to free them. And also Tanny is here.
Yallah.
Tanny is also not tied up in a small box right now.
I'm absolutely fine.
No, they're tied up in a very spacious box.
We call it a flat.
Yeah.
Last time, you guys had a time.
We did.
And to go into more detail about what that time involved, I'll now go into more depth in the recap than just, whoa, that was a thing that happened, wasn't it?
Core blindness. Could you believe it?
You were invited by Netherese to speak with her in the Skydock Spire, and she proposed that the two of you, your group and her group, could work together. All you had to do was get rid of Verlaine, and you would be allowed to continue exploring the city. You didn't take too kindly to these threats and decided to call her bluff, which nearly resulted in the death of Cherish.
Well, that's on me, though, because I literally just said, like, she was talking shit out of her mouth.
After a hard-won fight, which used up a number of high-level spells to keep your side in the fight and the other side out of it, you managed to defeat Netherese and some of the higher-ranking members of her organization, and threw at least one of their bodies out of the window, which decided to convince the lower-down members of her organization that maybe discretion was the better part of valor, and they left. At least they left the bottom of the tower, which you also left, because your work there was done. After taking a short breather, you decided that the next place you wanted to explore was the Arboretum, a strange sight that you'd spotted from a distance as you'd been up on the walkway bridge into the town. You'd notice a small gathering of golden trees still seemingly growing despite the rest of this city being subterranean for the better part of a millennia.
Only a little bit.
As you approach the Arboretum, you see a canopy of golden leaves crowning the trees inside of a sunken basin. The trees grow in stark contrast to their bleak surroundings, their branches swaying even though the air here is deathly still. Around the edge of this sunken basin, you can see vents that currently are emitting a puffy grey vapor that rises and encloses over the top of the trees. It doesn't really block your view. It's fairly translucent, but it is it's something that you can see that is there. I need to, before we get too far into this, I need to remember that I left the Avian of Joy to take a short rest. And so I'm now going to just roll for their hit dice. Because they took some damage, and hopefully this button will work now. Yay, that button works.
Woo!
Huzzah.
Huzzah. And I believe, looking at the notes of things that we needed to remind ourselves from last time to this time, Random Shan said, ew, maths. And also, I want to roll an arcana when we start next time. So, Shan, dices, please.
Dices?
Dices.
I can dices.
And can others join in on this arcana, or...?
Yeah.
Because I'd be interested in it. This is a weird magical thing.
I don't
Jesus
think I
Christ.
I like how y'all both rolled really low, but somehow got good results.
Like that, I think I've mentioned before, I've got a plus 13 in Arcana.
It's amazing. I have +0, and I thought I was an Arcana, but clearly I am not the character for it. That's not the character for it.
Tanny, you've vaguely heard what magic is at some point.
I'm aware of magic. I've used magic. It's not the...
You're just not trained. You're not read up on it. What is it that you're looking for with this check?
I would like to be trying to understand what's going on as far as, is there some sort of magic from the vents that is, is the trees being alive a magical thing, essentially? And how is it still running?
Okay.
Similar, basically. I'm just trying to determine what the vapor is and what it could be doing that's keeping these alive, because I'm assuming that's what's keeping these alive.
You look into this vapor, and you can see that it is primarily water that is sort of rising up and gathering above the trees and dispersing down upon them as rain. You look through the vapor and you can sort of see... You know how when in video games you get behind the terrain that and to the side you didn't expect to be seeing it from, you can sort of see the other side of the terrain box that doesn't get rendered?
Yeah.
You're sort of looking at something a bit like that, where you're looking through a one side of a dome, and on the other side of the dome you can see the space above the trees where this vapor dome gathers. There is something that is projecting an illusion of the sky over these trees. It seems that a combination of the water and this illusory sky, and possibly some other magic that is not so visible, is what is keeping these trees growing. But you can also see that something is not quite right with the magic. The illusion of the sky is flickering, and it shifts between a wild storm and a vast field of stars. And just every minute or so, it just back and forth from one to the other.
Well,
This is interesting. What's going on here?
so it appears the artificial sky is broken. Maybe.
And the mist is making a kind of bubble.
Huh.
Now, wasn't there some riddle or something that we thought was about these trees, to make the towers stop working?
A wand, wasn't it? A wand.
The Abjuration Tower said, first shield thy heart with a wand of the Nether Oak.
Is that what these are?
I don't know. I'm not. I assume possibly, because I'm assuming these trees they look like trees, but they're not like any trees we've ever seen before. Assuming.
Roll me a nature check.
Anybody roll me a nature.
Let's see if I got any. I think I know someone.
I'm not proficient, but I am.
Dax? You good at this?
I am an intelligent motherfucker. So.
I am normally good at this sort of thing.
You both look into the trees, and you can see that most of the trees don't look like any tree that you've ever seen before. They are all weird and slightly magical, but there is one in the center of the space that grows just a little bit bigger than all of the rest of them. That if you look at it, which you are, and try to assess the tree shape, the wood type, that looks like an oak tree. Mostly.
An oak tree, but a bit wibbly.
Yeah.
The one in the middle looks pretty much like it could be.
Do they have any of those, like you should go to arboretum, it sometimes would be like a little card by the plant saying, this is what it is, this is its Latin name, anything like that to make this super easy?
Or any just signs anywhere?
Just so happens when you look in, there's a gardener wandering around.
Hello.
You're looking for the Nether Oak, it's the one in the middle.
You don't see any signs or any little plaques next to the trees.
Just Nigel the gardener. Hello!
Hello, I'm Nigel.
Hello. Hello, I'm Nigel. Smashing.
That's a different Nigel.
Oh, Thornbury, God. He wouldn't be going around being a gardener, God.
He'd be out there doing something else.
John.
Hello, I am John.
He's John.
Hi. Can I try a perception check to see? I'd like to look around the kind of outer edge of the slopes just to see if I can see A, any disturbances, and B, anything that might give me a sense of that something in the dome is dangerous. Like, maybe that the fog isn't safe, so someone's, I don't know, been consumed by it and slid down the edge or something.
Okay, yeah, roll me a perception.
What's fine, says Nigel as he was actually.
Rolling his
rolling his wheelbarrow along.
Rolling the wheelbarrow along with just like human bones in it. Everything's fine.
Plants love bone meal.
He's slowly turning into like a weird Wallace and Gromit-esque character.
Yeah. Like the weird serial killer that lives in the same town as Wallace and Gromit.
You don't see any sign around the very edge of the basin that there is anything wrong. There are no like remains of a person that has just like fallen down at the edge of the vapor. With a 23, however, Your eyes caught on something on the bark of the big tree, the oak tree, in the middle of the forest. Something that nobody else noticed yet. And it could be just a trick of the light or the way that you are looking at it through this dome. But you're almost positive you see two eyes, a nose, and a mouth just in the bark of the tree. The eyes are closed. Could be a trick of the light, or just seeing a pattern in the bark.
As she kind of registers that that's what she may or may not be seeing, she's just going to do that thing where she doesn't look away, but she just grabs the person next to her who happens to be Carrion's arm. It's like,
yeah.
Is that a face on the trunk of the big tree in the middle? Or am I seeing things? And rubs her eyes.
Carrion squints. And he looks at the tree.
Roll me a perception check. It is somewhat easier now that it's been pointed out to you.
Perception. I'm not as good with perception, but we'll see. No, I see I don't even notice the tree.
Carrion, you're looking the other way for some reason.
I'm looking at the tree, I'm seeing the big oaky-looking tree, but I'm thinking that she's pointing at the one next to the tree. No, I don't see anything.
Actually, what I think you notice is she's touching my arm. She's touching my arm. Oh, she's touching my arm. Oh,
dear God, it's my arm.
Trying to think of I've been watching a lot of anime recently. Go high.
Oh my God.
Or senpai. I'm not entirely sure how old the old Moss is. She might be my senpai technically.
That's a good question.
Exactly. The one we do not have time for right now. Yeah. I don't see anything. No, I don't. Just in a monologue. She's going to hold my arm. She's on my. Why? She's going.
Everybody else hears this, so if anybody else wants to make a perception check and look at the tree, they are.
Let's percept this.
Apologies, I'm back. My internet pooped again.
Yeah! Just knock somebody. So sorry, Richard. I knocked your dice away.
Only the poopiest internet.
Dax and Cherish, you both look at the tree in the center, and its eyes are closed, but you see eyes, nose, and a mouth in the bark of the central trunk of the tree.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I don't see what we're talking about.
Should we go and say hello?
Sure.
I mean, there is something else that I feel we should probably possibly do before we go in. And he's going to wheel on Xeraphon, who's been following us around.
Hi.
Anything we need to know about this before we go in? That you can think of, this is also where we keep our lions or anything like that?
As far as I know, we don't have any lions here. I know that the mages used to use the wood of the Nether Oak to make staves and wands. It's been a while, and it didn't used to look like. And he gestures up at the the flickering skybox over it. It didn't used to look like that. So I can't say that I've got the most up-to-date information.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, if you knew that if there was, they also keep like a menagerie in there, like of, I don't know, dinosaurs or something, and we're going to be walking through and going to get chased by a dinosaur or lion or anything like that. And
I don't believe so.
fair enough. Wheels back towards the the foresty area.
Let's go to a map then.
Let's go to a map.
Let's go to the map.
There is no token in this scene.
Where am I? Where am I?
Let's place you here.
Mass hysteria.
Ah.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Yellow. It's very sparkly in here.
This is the central tree.
That's a tweet.
this one. Okay.
This one here.
What are we? What is this?
You see it's sort of
That's the thing
projecting the magic of the skybox.
Ooh.
Who wants to go up and poke the tree?
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna poke it, but I'm gonna walk over and say hello. Hello, tree.
I'm just imagining that he's going to talk like the guy who you can barely understand in Hot Fuzz. We can't even understand.
The temptation to do that accent now. Hello.
How do? It is I, Martin Madrazo.
Why have you come to see the Nether Oak?
Am I still bleeding?
We were
Yes.
told we should make a wand out of the tree of the Nether Oak. Obviously, we wouldn't want to hurt you or harm you in any way.
Most of the mages do that.
Oh, that
What?
pretty sucks.
You, and he looks past Dax at Carrion.
Carrion looks behind him.
With the skulls
Looks at everyone else. Oh, me?
around your neck.
Oh, me. Oh, yeah, hi.
You look like you might do the sort of magic I'm interested in.
You mean perfectly? No, oh, no, you all know about it. Yes, you mean the that kind?
Yes.
Maybe.
Will you use the wand as one of your kind would?
I mean, maybe. Yes.
Just Moss mutters to herself. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we should stop using terms like your kind and be really specific before you agree to anything.
A necromancer.
I'm going to shuffle. Excuse me, Pumpy. I do practice that kind. I've got other magic as well, but I got quite a few of that kind.
Are you going to be mischievous with the wand? To cause trouble for those in charge? To break the status quo?
I mean, I feel the status quo's already been broken if most of the people in this city are dead. Or do you mean just like in general in like the entire world?
There is still life and unlife to be found here.
And do they do bad things?
They follow their baser instincts.
So kind of neutral, then.
I am interested in seeing a shake-up of things. You can have a wand if you promise to change things around here. Make it entertaining.
One moment, and I'm going to drag the axing chariot over to the others.
Everything okay?
Am I agreeing to this, or am I not agreeing to this?
I think there should be a group agreement to this one.
That's kind of why I thought it. I felt that if I just said yes, you would be very angry with me. So I thought I'd better ask before I did that.
What did he
He's
consider
been very
entertaining?
vague. Yeah, like, you're not making any specific promises. He's not said you have to kill people or blow up the city. He's just said, oh, be mischievous, make it entertaining. It could be anything.
It does sound quite fun.
But with him being like a magic sentient tree in a magic city, I don't want to agree to something that he might be able to magically make me do.
But we could
Well,
ask him what kind of things he's thinking of, entertainment.
Okay. Walks back. What do you mean by entertainment?
Iriolathus has been in charge for far too many years. And I'm a tree. If I think something has lasted too long, that is saying something. Bring down the leader of this town.
And he's some kind of lich or something?
You will like him. He fits with your neck piece.
So you want us to bring down, what was his name again? Iriolathus?
Iriolathus.
Could that be? Could you like put it in some sort of text-like thing?
If I could type things, I would. One moment. Let me see.
A little root tendril just pulls out a pen and scribbles on a bit of paper, on a bit of leaf.
Apparently, Snicket suddenly spurts it out.
It smells like this.
Thanks, Nugget.
Actually, I'm gonna put in. I'm not gonna put it in people of Ythryn. I'm gonna put it in Ythryn nobles. Because he sounds like he's some sort of head honcho.
Sounds like some sort of big cheese.
And what does he have like a title or anything? This Curiolathus?
This was say cheesy, by the way. I'm really hungry now.
He's like Grand Poobah or
He is the grand poobah of all this and that.
Grand
That is not his title.
Poobah. Too late now, John.
Will he be offended if we called him that?
I have regrets.
This and that. Saved.
He is the master mage of Ythryn.
Master mage.
Is it that he's just been around too long, or is there something he's done that maybe we should know about that you're not fond of?
He was in charge of this city when it plunged from the sky. He has been around for all of that time, from then until now.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, that doesn't mean that the city falling was his fault or that he's a bad guy.
When you meet him, you will understand.
So keep an open mind, right?
Sure.
Well, at the very least, I can say from your wording that when we see him, we will use the wand to play a trick on him at least.
A branch of the tree comes down and shakes, and a wand-sized segment of tree detaches and lands at your feet, Carrion.
I pick up the bit of wand.
While we're here, is that projector thing okay? It doesn't seem right.
If a tree could shrug.
For as long as I can remember, it has kept me alive. I do not remember what it was like fully when this city flew through the sky.
Okay, but the flickering backwards and forwards thing, that doesn't bother you? You're okay with that?
I know it's really no other way.
Okay.
Nether Oak wand into bag of holding. Make sure it's in bag of holding. Yep. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
I am just the Nether Oak.
I shall call you Charles.
Really, Charles?
Okay.
Well, he's got a distinguished Charles face. Look at his distinguished face.
I mean, you know what? That is a point.
You've got a distinguished face, Charles.
I don't think you can see his face if you're saying Charles.
I thank you.
Don't let anyone tell you different. You got a distinguished face.
What is your name?
I am Carrion.
He does have a very distinguished face. I see that now.
Then go into the city. Find the rest of the right. Bring down the protection around Iriolathis' spire. And go and play a prank on him.
I will try to make it the most epic prank that's ever happened. Or at the very least, something will happen.
We shall do our best.
This I swear by the stars, thunder stars, thunder star.
Oh my lord. He's gone cray-cray, guys.
Then I must continue to sleep.
Then I must get back down to important business.
He closes his eyes, and after a few minutes, you do hear him.
He was a distinguished gentleman.
Yes, very distinguished.
He was.
Okay.
Where are we
now
off to now, peeps?
Well, we have a tower there. We also have a tower there. Or we have this horrible fucking citadel-looking thing there.
I mean, should we go out and work our way in?
Oh, White Tower?
Yeah.
Do we know which tower it was we needed this wand for?
Nope.
Next tower then, I suppose, yeah.
Just says, first shield thy heart with a wand from the Nether Oak. That is it. It doesn't say that doesn't say if it's that tower that we were in that is the first. Doesn't say if there's a particular order. Did anyone notice if any of the robes on those paintings were numbered?
You didn't see any numbers on the robes.
Just flying by the seat of pants.
Should we go to the tower with the white light?
To the White Tower, which I've closed my notes. What did I do that for? I'm a fool. The White Tower will probably be High Diviner Apius.
I guess it's as good a bet as any.
He was the one next to the Abjura, which was the first tower you went. Actually, no, it wasn't. No, he was far away from the Abjura, actually, no. Never mind, I take it back. But yes, Diviner.
As you start to approach this tower, the walls of this thin tower are etched with intricate designs of hands and eyes. A white silver light flickers from a high window, above which is carved an eye that you can see every so often just blinks.
Somewhat disconcerting.
You can also see from the ground that some of the tower's roof is missing.
Yeah.
Oh no. That eye has lost its hat.
Is there a door down
There
there?
is a door.
I'm assuming there was.
Do you
Ron,
head
is there
inside?
any pattern to the intricate hands and eyes?
No,
and such?
it just seems to be a pattern.
Okay.
So the other towers all had security of some kind. The last one I sent Pliny in, and that set it off. And then we were able to get in and the sort of reset.
Mm-hmm.
Should we try that again?
Or is there definitely a trap on this one? We've only been to one tower.
I mean, it's worth a try, I suppose.
Yeah,
We
I
lose
mean,
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay. I'm just gonna go up to Pliny beforehand and just, you got this. Fist wing bump.
Pliny flaps and takes flight and heads into the tower, and nothing happens.
I'll follow Pliny in.
You see a spiraling staircase that leads up to the very top floor of the tower.
I'm heading in cautiously.
There is a spiraling staircase that heads towards the top of the tower.
Are there the same markings inside the tower, or eyes or anything?
There is a similar sort of... there is a similar sort of pattern to the inside of the tower as the outside. Eyes and hands.
Right, okay.
I'm going to put a foot on the bottom step.
You put your foot on the bottom step, and it holds firm.
All initiative.
This is a good step.
Do you try the second step?
I'm going to. I'm wild like that.
It continues to hold firm, as indeed all of the stairs do, assuming we don't need to take each step individually.
I'm going to take the third step. 2 hours later, we make it to halfway up the stairs.
You eventually make it up the tower, taking it step by step and ensuring that each of the steps does indeed hold firm and true. And you arrive at the top of the tower to see large gashes in the roof that allow you to see the dark, icicle-festooned roof of the great ice cavern above you.
Interesting.
Silver light emanates from a 3-foot diameter glass orb situated atop a 2-foot-high cylindrical stone plinth in the center of the 30-foot diameter rubble-strewn circular chamber. Inside the orb drift eyeballs, like fish in a bowl. Some have cataracts, while others are bloodshot or pus-filled. But as you arrive at the top of the stairs, all of them in unison turn and look at you.
Oh.
Well, that's disconcerting.
Hi.
I'm going to give them a little wave. Do they respond in any way either way?
They are just looking at you.
Okay.
Yeah. Does the damage to the roof look like it was done during the crash?
It's almost impossible to tell, but it probably was.
I mean, I'm only as opposed to I'm thinking like a dragon or some other big monster that's clawed its way in or out.
It looks more like it was probably done in the crash. You look up and you see that they're using the one tower that you've previously explored, the Abjuration Tower. You look up at the space on the wall where the ritual step was listed in the first tower you explored. and it is not there in this tower.
I'm going to approach the orb, the eye orb.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh, God. Hey, Char, why don't you just roll the thing that you're, normally shit at? Why don't you just do that thing?
Why don't you do that thing?
Yeah, why you do that thing?
Not awful.
As you approach this with some trepidation and some unease at the eyes that, as you approach it, are looking directly at you, you remember that
occasionally still giving them like a little wave, just in case they a little hand pops out of one of them. Wave back.
You remember that a crystal ball filled with eyes is the symbol of Savras, god of divination.
Right.
Do you read Draconic?
No. I read a great many other languages. And technically I could write my own language.
Oh, that's interesting.
Elaine!
Verlaine approaches. This engraving here, it says, "Ask and we shall find."
I mean, we want the next right step, right?
What the right step that should be, and she points to the space in the tower wall.
Maybe.
So that bit of tower fell out, as in it's a hole in the wall, or is it just not on there?
It's like part of the wall, it is part of the much of the roof that is missing. Part of it is the chunk of tower that would have the right step carved into it.
And so it's ask and we shall find.
Ask and we shall find.
I mean, should we give it a simple, straightforward thing? Just find something in the city that, we could, just see and see what happens?
You mean to check that it does what it should do?
I mean, for all we know, this could be a, seek and destroy
Well, it's divination.
missile thing, or it could
The
just
tower is all about divination. It shouldn't have destructive capability at all. It'll just find it and show it. Realistically, that's how most divination works. If it was conjuration, it would be asking you to find, then yes, it might summon a thing. But it's realistically, they should just show us a thing.
Then either we ask for the next step, or we ask for the steps that lead us to being able to get in there, in the hope that maybe somewhere they're all written together.
Can you show us all of the rite of the arcane octad?
Interesting.
I say to the ball.
The ball does not respond.
Can you show us the part of the right of the arcane octad that is for this tower?
A shape of a handprint glows on the orb.
I reach my hand out.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Balls.
Oof.
Saving. Where the hell are my saving throws? There they are. This will be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. See, it's fine.
I mean, it's a number.
You only needed to roll a 37.
Carrion, you place your hand on the orb.
Yep.
And you see a vivid vision.
Yep.
You see
What is me and visions?
You see a conical tower with a large telescope and a frog-like humanoid in wizard's robes hunched over the telescope's eyepiece. A hole in the roof, and lying on the ground, embedded into the floor like a jagged stone knife, you see a chunk of what looks like this tower. You also take 11 points of piercing damage.
Great.
Ooh.
And I would like you to pick left or right.
Hang on. Hang on, because I've not got a token. I've got to do my damage manually. And 72. Yes. Left.
Your left eye disappears from your face,
Oh!
leaving behind an empty socket.
Oh!
And as you withdraw your hand from the orb, you see it now floating in the orb amongst the other eyes.
Before I turn to anyone, I was going, I don't want any of you to panic.
Judge already immediately panics. What do you mean?
I don't want any of you to panic.
Carrion, are you okay?
I'm going to turn around, and I want none of you to panic.
About what, though?
I'm already panicking.
He's going to turn around.
Oh. Where did your eye go?
He points into the bowl.
Wait! How? Can we get it back?
I'm gonna gather probably no.
What?
Unless we smash it, but then I don't think we can get what... I don't know if we might need something else from it. I don't know. If one of you are willing to pay an eye.
I'm not losing an eye.
So it's like the payment for...
Payment for knowledge.
Sean,
Yes?
to quickly go over the rules for you, you now have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
Yep.
And on ranged attack rolls.
Yep.
I'm saying this in the rhyme.
I already know them rules. I had a person in a game I ran who decided they wanted one eye.
Well, yes. You all see Carrion's eye floating in the orb.
This is creepy. I hate this.
They could have made it a bit clearer, like, you know, some manner of warning. But did you at the very least get the information that you needed?
I saw insert what John said.
You also know, Carrion, the distance and direction of where this chunk of wall fell, and you would know it to be over here.
Over there. Well, I saw the tower. I basically, I think, saw when it was falling and when it fell, and then I saw the chunk of tower get ripped out, and I know where it is.
I mean, how do you want to handle this, Carrion? Like, I mean, just get your eye back, like.
I don't think there's going to be, because are these eyes like stalk and all, or are they just spheres?
Just seems to be spheres.
I mean, the only way I can think to possibly get it back would be to smash this thing, but I really don't know if we should.
Yeah, I think we might lose more than an eye if we try that.
And even
Carrion,
then, I don't even...
You would also know that breaking a magic object is far harder than just shattering something.
Yeah, that too. It's also very hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, this seems very, very easy. Just took your eye. I mean, if we try and mess with it, what the hell's it going to do?
That's a thing. So I feel I'm just going to have to try and find a replacement somewhere.
Maybe.
I mean, we are in a big magical city, so maybe they might have cause I know there's you can get magic eyes that you can see out of and stuff. There might be one lying around.
I mean, when we came in, those eyes looked at us.
I'm just gonna say this outright as a player, but where's Folo when you need him?
He's around. He's around.
He's around, but he's not where we are.
No, he's somewhere much warmer than this.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, who the hell will be here?
Goddamn Bolo, how dare he?
So I'm just wondering if what these eyes seem to be reacting to stuff is what they're seeing being, relayed anywhere, because it's not going to Carrion like his eye, is it?
No, he can't.
You're not seeing it. But...
You can't see through your eye that is in the orb.
I would say that to Carrion, can you actually see in that eye or not, or you just completely just blind in one eye? Hey, I'm just trying to see if there's any kind of perks about it.
I just had to accept it's gone. It hurt.
Did it not? You didn't even flinch.
I feel I'm primarily in shock right now. So
it wasn't even cut, was it? It wasn't like someone came out and grabbed it. It was just
nope. It was just
gone.
gone.
Yeah. That's weird.
So, Cherish is just gonna go into the bag and just grab her closely. She's gonna say, like, come here, because let's just cover this up, and then proceed to, like, wrap this nice kind of fabric over the gone, the eye that's gone.
I was just gonna say a thing, but I don't think it was gonna be just too weird for people.
Yeah. That way, people don't look at it and think, oh, what the hell?
Until we find a replacement. I say I will seek a replacement. Hopefully, I can find one. I can't remember precise. I know I've heard of like magic eyes that you could use. That you could just like they're like false eyes, but you pop them in and you can actually see. And
Right.
so I'll hope for one of them.
Got it. Either way, you look badass now.
Out of character, E.G. I'm looking for an ersatz eye now.
So, follow-up question. Who drew the carrion art?
That'll be Danny.
Yes.
We might need an update. We need to
just draw a crappy eye patch on it.
Yeah, if you just like Photoshop Pudsy's like neckerchief over his eye, that'd be great.
I'll do it.
But do you want to know the skulls as well?
Yes.
Oh yeah, in solidarity.
So it looks like it's so I don't know. Maybe he thinks he goes on murdering people with one eye. I don't know. But
How's that? And Sven also has one on, even though he doesn't. He just has a mask on. He's just gonna have one.
should we get after this missing piece then? Because Carrion lost an eye. We might as well get the thing from it.
Yeah.
Arian, when you were seeing it, where were you seeing from? Like a specific viewpoint, or did it move?
I was kind of swooping. Sure, I believe that was correct, isn't it, John?
Yeah, you.
I was kind of disembodied when I was in the vision.
As you all are like discussing this, the eyes look round at each of you as you speak, and you can see the vague outline of the handprint on the orb.
You can see too if you are.
I'm just gonna keep my distance because I'm not losing an eye.
I mean, there are also other questions you could ask it.
Oh, you mean there's other numbers, you mean?
There are other things you can look up.
Oh.
I mean, this is a big old city.
Well, yeah, is it just limited to this city?
It might not be.
Nobody's said that. Nobody's tried.
I mean, it's almost like the symbol for the god of divination. So it's like it could be anywhere.
I mean, I'm a ranger. I can't lose an eye. That's gonna bugger up my whole thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
just someone like if everyone asks a question and the last person asks, where is a shop that sells magic eyes?
Hey, Karen, you've got another token you can ask a question with.
I don't want to be blind, John. I mean, sure, I could get True Sight as a spell, but I'm not going to do that.
I think probably best we save this for absolute dire emergencies, if you know.
Yeah, probably.
You can all ask 2 questions before it won't answer any more. At least. You could roll well.
This is not a serious suggestion.
This is where you didn't realize, John, I've actually got 5 eyes.
This is not a serious in-character suggestion. But we do have this, what's his name? What was his name? Xenophon?
Xeraphon.
Xerophon. We do have him. We could sort of push him out and just say, ask this question.
How about now?
Hey, Verlaine, how do you feel about your 2 eyes?
She doesn't have 2 eyes. She's only got 1 eye.
You look round
yeah,
at Verlaine with her eye patch on. And...
I mean,
Oh my
forget.
god.
is this how you lost the other eye?
No.
Oh, because if it had been, I'd have been annoyed that you didn't say so.
I mean, did you actually lose that eye?
I assume so at some point.
Or is it still under there?
Why don't they
Because-
tell me these things?
Because technically you could have a freebie.
Right. Should we get on and not?
No, we want to torture John some more, asking specific questions about characters they don't provide.
She is missing an eye.
Does she have head point?
So are we going to go get this piece so we can see the next step?
I suppose.
I think we should. Yeah.
I carefully take the step down the stair.
You've got no depth perception.
I'm going to take Carrion's arm so that hopefully he doesn't go flying down the stairs.
I'm fine. It's just it takes some getting used to.
And until you do, I can give you a hand.
And it'd be an idea if you hold on to my arm for a minute, because I'm just expecting the shock to just wear off any minute now.
It doesn't.
Well then. We've done that now. Just got to go to the next area now.
No, you're just going to the thingy.
We've got to go to where the bit of tower ceiling is that fell off.
Over here. Taking a little out of the way, but still.
Yeah. And we've got to cross through another area where I'm sure nothing will happen.
I'm sure nothing will happen.
So we're starting to shuffle this way.
I shall lead the way because I know where it is.
As you
John,
pass by
this
this,
pit here. What pit do this be?
a deep well plunges through the city floor and into darkness. 5 glinting crystal benches encircling it under the purple glow of a nearby streetlight.
This is where they used to sit to view the hole?
Shouldn't you just take out a good seat for the hole?
I mean, it's a very nice hole, I suppose.
There is a engraving next to the well.
This is a nice hole.
Do we need Verlaine to read this again?
Probably.
Or Professor Scant.
Or Scant. I've got Scant. I'm going to
his hand.
approach the hole.
Herein lie the immortal remains of the telepathic pentacle. Sit, meditate, and learn.
He says it out loud to everyone, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like, let's think before anyone sits down, because the last time we touched something...
Carrion is just going to walk away from the hole and away from the benches, and he's going to stand near the street lamp.
Oh, Jeff is here now.
Yeah.
You trying coming quietly? I don't know. Hello, everybody.
You're not Talon anymore, are you, buddy?
I mean, even
Yeah,
if you were
true.
Talon, you do approach with a boing.
If I'm telling, I approach you with a stab.
So Carrion's lost an eye.
Oh dear.
In case that was a segment of the conversation you'd not followed on the Discord, as Tanny's yelling about it on there to Amy.
Oh.
You went into the Tower of Divination, and there was a crystal ball filled with eyes, and Carrion asked it a question, and it took an eye from him.
Did Carrion proceed to ask any more questions?
No.
He stopped at one.
You can have a max of 2, I guess.
Yes. I mean, admittedly, there were constitution saving throws. I'm assuming there probably is a way to save your eyes if you roll well enough.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, that
I
could have just been damage.
Funny enough, John, that was fairly fucking obvious.
It was. It's a very high DC.
I'm just looking at the dice rolls now. Wow.
it's a little unfair. You have just approached a 100-foot deep well with a engraving at the lip of the well that reads, "Herein lie the immortal remains of the telepathic pentacle. Sit, meditate, and learn."
And lose an eye.
Yeah, that's what.
No, this is
No,
elsewhere.
Ah.
This
This
one takes your ball.
Xeraphon just shrugs as like, this wasn't here when I was free.
Cool, he says from the lamppost far away.
If you were to peer down into this well, what would you see?
You've got dark vision, right?
60 feet.
You can see 60 feet down, the edges of the well are lined with frost and ice. And then the well continues past that.
See, if Carrion hadn't just lost an eye, I would have sat down by now. But
I think we just move on for now. Maybe maybe this next phrase will tell us what we need to do.
It's just a single sentence. You should have sat by the hole.
Go take a seat by the hole and ponder things.
This is so wrong, you saying that, guys.
Yep. Saying it like that on purpose.
Not gonna lie, I'm literally looking through my infusions to see if I can actually make an artificial eye.
I don't believe you can. You might be able to. It'd be really cool if you could.
only a right eye, though. It's the only one.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a real limitation on the artificer.
They can't make artificial body parts.
No, you can only do right eyes.
Oh, no.
Should we carry on then and just ignore this for now?
For now, I think that's sensible, yeah.
Then let's go, Carrion. Walders along.
Watch out for that water. Never mind.
What's the edge here like, John?
It's the same as the other edges of the other, like, ovals that you've seen around the town.
So we can traverse it easily. That's not a worry.
Cool. It's a step.
I mean, I can make you a pair of glasses that fit over your eyes and allow you to be very charming.
Are we going around the back of this building or the front of this building?
I'd say we just go path of least resistance.
Round the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can go back.
As you approach around the back of the building, you can see it is what appears to be a large market hall. 4 towers leaning inwards on itself and faded pennants hanging around the building, frozen stiff. And as you pass it, there is a loud clattering sound echoing from inside.
We'll put a pin in that.
In what? Looks around.
When you say clattering, like metallic, wood, have we got any?
It would probably be metal into wood.
Okay.
A real
I don't like
mix
the idea
of tonal clattering sound.
I could send Pliny in to fly around, have a look.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Give Pliny the instructions telepathically, which I'm assuming that's how these things work with familiar.
What does Pliny see?
Pliny takes to the air. And I realise that these guys should be over here. Let me put them there first. Pliny takes to the air and flaps into the large market hall. And sees what appears to be a golem.
Okay.
No head. Trying to make its way through the market stands. But is having difficulty because of aforementioned lack of head.
So this presumably is the body of the golem that we saw back.
It does look to be made of the same metal.
Like, and the size would make sense. I'll inform the group. I don't know if we can even communicate with it.
I mean, not without a... I'd assume not without a head. I really don't know how golems work.
Can you, like, message the head?
I mean, we couldn't talk to head in the first place, could we?
It also can't speak.
Was it Blinks that we?
It had nobody to talk to.
But just to tell it.
But it won't better do anything?
I don't know whether they're still linked.
Oh, like it could still control it, even if...
If they're linked, maybe you could tell it that we're next to it and that we will guide its body back to it.
You hear the crunch of metal against stone, and Pliny sees that it's now walking into a wall.
Like, it might not work, but maybe it will if you tell it, if it can understand and can control the body, for it to, like, I don't know, stand still and put a hand up. Then
also,
no.
and there's also the other point of, I'm running dangerously low on spells and energy right now. Like, if I were to cast that spell, I would pretty much be even more useless in a fight than I am with Indicate's eye.
Yeah.
I mean, that head's been waiting there for hundreds of years. can wait a little longer.
Yeah, true.
There's a slightly louder crunch, and you can see that with Pliny, the golem has like backed up and walked into the wall again, and this time crunched in and through the wall, getting into one of the other rooms inside,
I don't suppose
and
there's any
making
sort
its
of,
own door.
any sort of like control panel on the golem or nearby or anything, is there? It's like we can try and indicate where for it to go.
I mean, I think normally you would just talk to it, wouldn't you? You would.
I
No.
believe so. I believe you just say, blah.
You mean they didn't build it? They didn't build in a contingency in case the head got separated. That's shoddy design.
I think again, this is no offense to the golem's head, but it's not what we need to focus on right now. We can.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Okay.
So, John, you said it was over here somewhere?
Yes. This building. This conical tower is held relatively upright by a ring of arched buttresses. 7 expressionless humanoid figures stand in silence around it. The roof has a large, ragged hole in it where something large has fallen through the roof. And we're going to go to a battle map.
Joy!
Oh.
Some of these
Oh.
guys, I can't remember what they called them.
Horrible things. Cultists. They look a bit cult-like.
Well, they're like constructs of some kind.
One of the...
You mean it's a cargo cult?
This one holds a hand out, and you all hear in your heads,
Stop thought.
leave this place.
No.
Why?
Leave this place.
Why?
We require something from this tower. I paid an eye for it.
It is dangerous to be here.
Why? I'm going to be the whiny kid who keeps on saying why.
Leave this place or we will be forced to attack.
Why?
Look, can you answer why it's dangerous?
That's what I
If
said.
you
Why?
explain further, if you explain further to us, we might understand the reason, and then we don't have to fight.
We have been instructed that none can enter.
It's been years, buddy.
There is something
No.
wrong with the arch-astronomer.
Yeah, because everybody's dead, buddy.
It has been
They're not all
years,
dead?
but we are still
Oh,
active.
no, that.
Sorry, I missed that last bit, John.
It has been years, but we are still active. We are still following our command. Leave, or we will attack.
Maybe you can help us before we leave then?
Are we just going to go? Are we just going to have to fight it? Is this another? Oh,
Hang on, is there a way you can...
starts warming up, Cassie.
I mean, if you explain to us what is dangerous in the tower, we might be able to help you make the tower safe.
Yeah, we can help.
We
I
have
don't-
our
Help us help you.
instructions.
I don't think they're. I'm going to invent a word now, programmed to respond to that.
I know I've done this already once recently. Could wild shape into a spider, sneak past them. Maybe then. No violence needs to happen.
Please roll initiative.
God damn
yes.
it.
Oh, was it? They don't like spiders.
They hate spiders.
Oh. Oh, come on, Snicket.
I'm going to wait for everyone else to roll, because otherwise they're just going to keep trying to click and it's not going to work.
Hello, Meryl. Meryl has graced us with her presence on the desk.
You guys can take care of this, right?
Hello, Meryl. You broke my camera yesterday, young lady.
Everyone roll.
Understood.
Now me. 2!
Yay.
In usual me fashion, I'm going to swap with Carrion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's update this.
So
Carrion
28.
now has a 28. And Moss has a 5.
If that doesn't get you going first, then Lord knows.
Yay!
And shockingly,
maybe
that does get you going first.
Yay!
is there a possibility you can use your fireball? Because if they're not doing convincing, maybe we might as well just spare them.
I believe initiative has initiated because I'm assuming, unsheathed weapons and shit.
Yes, the helmeted ones have all pulled out great swords.
And are going to approach us, I gather.
Maybe next time we don't bother talking and cut straight to this. We save a
Or
bit of
maybe
time.
maybe we don't keep saying why at them.
Yeah. Why?
I kind of smacked.
I'm going to cast Fireball on Snicket.
Yes, please.
The one that was speaking to you doesn't seem... Well, the one that was projecting its thoughts into your head does not have a weapon, but is holding its hand out. And the other 3 blue-balled humanoids, you see lightning starts to crackle around their hands.
That sounds really wrong, blue-balled.
Bald blue
guys.
humanoids.
Just call them blue people.
Oh, we haven't long rested at all, have we?
Nope.
Well, poop.
Don't worry, I'm in the exact same boat. I feel... I mean, I can Fireball as there currently no one there. So I think I'm going to have to do just a level... I mean, I've got 1 level 4 and 1 level 5 spell slot. But I've got 2 level 3 spell slots. I think it's going to have to just be a standard level 3. Because I do not have... I can aim directly at this one. So, just chuck. This one particularly flies over, just bites into his collar, and then explodes. Damn that one who got a 20, damn that one got a 19, damn that one that got 22, and damn that one that got a 23. All of them fucking...
That was a very good set of
there are
rolls.
other numbers.
I can't help noticing that there are 2 natural 20s in there.
There were 2 natural 20s in there. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
And there are other numbers.
Oh, where's the...
And I rolled shit as well, because of course.
John, can you press the soundboard for your own things?
Oh, okay. Apparently.
And then after that, I'm moving backward.
There are other numbers.
There we go.
Oh, how do these things work then?
They don't. They just stand there looking threatening.
Okay. This one is just going to move. No, he's not going to move. He doesn't need to move. That'd be silly. He's going to do a static discharge, which is a 60-foot line that is going to come this way. And so could I get a dexterity saving throw from Moss and AJ?
That's saving.
So you both take half the damage,
Okay.
which is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Realizing to maybe unclump the group, the one that seems to be the leader sort of floats slightly off the ground
Oh dear.
forward and looks at Dax. Its eyes glow silver. And could you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I am very wise.
Don't say that. You roll. If you say that, you're gonna roll badly. We were to laugh at you. See?
You
just
take
done
2 whole points of psychic damage. That was a shit roll.
It was.
And then this one is going to move up to here. And is going to do the static discharge. I think I can place the line for it this time. It's going to do it that way. So could I get dexterity saving throws from Dax, Snicket, and Carrion, please?
One moment, please. Just doing a thing quickly.
No.
Dexterity saving throw, you say?
Yes, please. So Snicket,
Okay.
you dive out of the way of this bolt of lightning that crackles through the air. Unfortunately, Dax and Carrion are not quite so fast and will take the full damage from this, which is 20 points of damage. Snicket, you take 10.
I take 10 of that. Okay. Half damage. There we go.
Dax. We can't hear you, Dax.
The static discharge has shorted him out.
Apparently so.
You just stand in and go.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yep.
he has returned to us.
Yep.
I'm getting that you want to do something to this guy, but if you've told us what it is, you cut out again exactly when you did.
Okay, right. I'm cool.
What is it about rolling initiative that freaks out Richard's microphone?
No clue.
It just has like stage fright.
I believe the microphone doesn't like doing too many things at once.
Gonna
I said the microphone. I mean,
A 13 does hit.
interesting.
Yep.
That's
It's looking pretty hurt. However, it does easily dodge that attack. Would you like to do anything else with your turn, Richard?
No,
Cherish.
Hello.
It am you go.
Okay, it's my go to go. Okay, I am gonna Misty Step in front of this guy.
Okay.
Hang on. So just cast that as a thing we know to do. I've already done it. It's done it. Don't know why it's in a big circle, but it's bugging me now. Alright, let's hit this guy.
Let's put you back in a square.
Really? 13?
That just misses.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try again.
Oh, for God's sake!
God's sake!
You misty
It's from
step.
yesterday, it's...
You misty step over and swing twice, and this mostly unarmored figure just nimbly dodges out of the way of the attacks.
Oh my D20, my natural 20. I used that from yesterday, John. It's still happening.
It's
Oh,
balancing time.
I hate this game.
It's like call up Robin and get the fumble. Shall I call up Robin and get the fumble table?
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay, what do I roll? Okay, oh shit. I don't even have a bonus action. Oh god, John! Okay.
Use the bonus action to miss this down.
I'm doing my fighter thing, okay?
AJ is going to spend this action to cast Mirror Image. And then is going to go over to here and draw their weapon and prepare for attacking this creature when he can. This one moves forwards towards Cherish and is going to make two shocking touches against you.
Okay.
Is your character wearing metal armor?
Oh shit, am I wearing metal armor?
Don't know.
Oh, I am. I've got the breastplate of Draconic Warning, haven't I?
Okay, so this is at advantage. So that's a 22.
Hit.
The first attack is a 6 points of damage.
Okay, hang on a second. Okay. 5 damage. Okay.
The second attack is a 25 to hit.
Hit.
That is going to be 8 points of damage.
Oh, I should have added more healing. I am so low.
This one with its greatsword is going to charge to here and make 2 greatsword attacks against AJ. That was a natural 20 and a natural 1 with the advantage. So could somebody roll me 3d6s?
One. I can do that if nobody else is.
Yeah, Jeff, you roll me 3d6s.
You might have
Well.
better chances. Oh.
12.
If any of them were above a 3, it hits a illusion instead of hitting AJ. So the critical hit swings the sword up through one of the illusory avians, and it just dissipates.
Okay.
The second attack, however, is a miss. And so now it is Moss's turn.
Hello.
Hello.
So these guys are close combat. The guys with the helmets on.
Yes.
These ones we've seen a long distance. Okay. I'm gonna shift myself up to here. And I wanna fire at this guy.
Okay.
With the waning moon. That's just a normal, isn't it?
That is just a normal.
Yeah. One day I will be sure of my thumbs on it, but
A 31, however, definitely hits.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. Lord, can you imagine? And I don't get a bonus to this one?
You do get the 2d6 of your sneak attack because your friend is standing nearby.
Cherish is keeping them busy.
More likely they're keeping me busy.
Well, you know.
You get my ass kicked too.
What is going on with the rolls tonight?
It's shit and I hate it.
There's what's going on with the rolls, Jeff.
Yeah. Okay. What's the... Oh, we did another one of those. I was going to say, like, we have, like, slow and stuff on weapons, don't we? Certain
Yes.
attacks or not?
Yes.
Do you remember what the Waning Moons one is?
Waning Moon is a longbow, so that would be, I believe, slow. Let me double check that for you. Yes, if you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to it, you reduce its speed by 10 until the start of your next turn. If it is hit more than once by weapons that have this property, the speed reduction does not exceed 10 feet.
Okay. I am gonna fire my second shot at this dude.
Okay.
Don't
21
know
will
why,
hit.
it just seems like he needs it. And I get the bonus on that as well.
You wouldn't because you get sneak attack once
Oh
per
no,
turn.
it's second shot, yeah. Just a little bit.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit. Is there anything else that I want to do? No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, we'll start with this guy who is going to step over to here, and he's going to swing a great sword at AJ twice. That was fun. Carrying on, this one sees Moss making the ranged attacks and is going to move in such a way that they don't put themselves at risk of Cherish.
Oh, hi, you buttface.
That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is 10 points of damage on the first swipe.
Okay.
And then on the second attack, that is 20 to hit.
Yep.
Very different from the first 20 that hit, but you know. The second attack is going to be 7 points of damage, so it swings its greatsword twice through you.
Yep.
Snicket.
Has it considered maybe not?
Snicket puts the cards that he's playing with carrying away. I'm looking left to right because there's lots of horrible stuff going on in either direction. There is really horrible stuff going on in either direction. I think it's going to have to be... Can I have a Betsy, please?
Yes. Which flavour of Betsy would you like?
Ballista, please.
Zoop.
Thank you. So that's my action. My bonus... That's my bonus action is going to be...
Oh, I don't think that's actually pulled in properly. 1 second.
I genuinely don't know which way to go. I'm just going to roll a dice. Odds or evens. Odds left. Odds towards AJ. Evens towards Cherish. Evens. It's Cherish. It's going. Betsy's going to move towards the two that are attacking Cherish. So can I have a Betsy? Where's my Betsy gone?
He's not pulled properly, apparently, so he's fiddling.
Just bear in mind, Betsy's damage is now 3d8, so I've updated this sheet myself for that. Betsy sheet myself.
Ooh, Betsy's going up in the world.
Betsy has gone up in the world.
For now, we'll just have this. Here's Betsy.
Yay! What's your speed, Betsy? 15. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10. I'm just going to go here, actually. And I'm going to try and force Ballista, the one that is currently right in front of Cherish here.
Okay.
Don't let me down, Betsy. 16.
That'll hit.
Damage. Normal. 17 points of force damage.
Oh, very nice.
And it is pushed 5 feet away. So it's going to end up behind here. There you go. Beep boop. Beep boop boop boop. Betsy gives a happy beep.
Anything else with your turn, Snicket? Happy
No,
with where
I think
you are?
I think we're going to stay here for the moment, yeah.
Happy with where you are in life?
Well.
Carrion.
I'll go back to designing the Baby Monster 3000.
God damn it.
Just quickly checking this spell. Quickly checking that spell. Quickly checking all the spells. I think I am going, because as both me and Snicket have lamented that we have very, very little in the way of spell slots. I feel it's going to have to just be a cantrip now, so I'm going to attempt to toll the dead on this bitch.
Bong.
Okay. So, wisdom?
Hang on. What has it got? Save and save D. Oh, because she's been injured, hasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, so it'd be the D12 flavour.
Yeah, wisdom save. See how wise you're feeling. Pretty wise.
She is, because the thing, she's not very wise. She just rolled very well, because apparently every time I'm doing anything, you're going to roll ridiculous. So, yeah, that's me. That's... I'll move a little bit. I'm going to move like all the way into the corner just to...
Okay. This guy is going to step to here. Did it do the automatic thing that I told it to? I don't know. We'll find out later. It is going to attempt to shocking touch Cherish. That is a 23 to hit.
It hits.
The first attack is 9 points of damage. Lightning damage. The second attack is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit, thank God.
Dax, could you make me a wisdom saving throw again, please? You are fine.
Yeah.
And this Galvan Magen is going to attempt to shocking touch AJ, who is, I believe, not wearing metallic armor.
Don't believe so.
Yeah, they aren't. Because unarmored defense, yo. And so the Avian of Joy just nimbly steps around the hands of this automaton. Dax.
Can people hear me now?
Yes.
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 Oh, good.
For that one question, we could hear you, yes.
What the heck? Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
There we
That'll
go.
hit.
Oh, yeah. Nat 20 on the 9 lives.
Now the turns will table.
Now just gut this bastard so he can go.
I don't think he has guts. I think he's a robot.
Don't care.
You can take the cogs out, it's kind of the guts. We still cannot hear you, Richard. Which is really weird because you can see the green ring of Discord. Holy
Yeah, that's
hell.
only 59 points of damage.
Yeah, he went away. He decided he had somewhere better to be.
As the 9 lives swings through the creature, it bursts into fire and smoke, just leaving behind a pile of clothing. Anything else on your turn, Richard?
I'm gonna go stab another bitch.
Going to the
Stab another person.
I heard stab another person.
Give me a stab.
Unfortunately, the heavier armor of this one, a 13, misses.
Oh no.
Cherish.
Me. First things bloody first. Second wind it.
Okay.
Roll.
Sake, give me damage, right?
Oh, that sounds lovely. Now I can apply that healing. No, you. What?
I believe you took that away from your hit points.
I pressed apply healing. It's telling me this. Why is it doing that for?
You appear to be dead now.
No, because when I pressed applied healing, it just kept going -10. Oh, it's fixed itself now. But yeah, I've got 21.
I fixed it. Oh, also, I need to do... Thank you, Sean.
I got you.
How do I get rid of this? Fuck off. Okay, attack this guy properly, please. Go away. Just go, die. Much
That'll hit.
better. Alright, oh, on the top.
Very nice.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
Come on, be better. Ooh, 17.
I mean, that'll hit.
Brilliant. Lol. Even better.
He's looking very hurt.
Good. Well, that was my bonus action. That's my 2 special pin. That's all good.
AJ is gonna whip round a rapier and try to hit this guy. But doesn't.
Fail.
They are gonna have a... Who's next? Moss.
Hello.
You are gonna be bardically inspired.
Whether you like it or not.
Ooh, yay.
And because of that, AJ is going to whip round with a taloned foot and slam it into this guy. Because they are currently a little bit surrounded. That is going to hit.
And slam his foot straight through that man.
That's not right. That should be 4 more than that. That's 9 points of damage. To this guy. It's now this one's turn, and they are going to step to here.
Ooh.
And
Don't like that.
they are going to attack Tanny, Cherish, twice.
Why me? Why be you alive? There's somebody coming my house. Oh, God.
Because you're there. You're the biggest threat in this space.
Yeah, but the fact is that they're coming into my house now and flat. Okay.
Would you prefer them to do that, like, static thing that they do instead?
That'd be
They're still doing
17.
this shopping. 17, huh? Lovely.
And for its second attack, that's a 13 to hit.
That does not hit, thank God.
Then it is this guy's turn, and he's going to swing twice at AJ. This is the one that is at advantage. Neither of those hit. AJ is just holding a masterclass in like moving out of the way of things. Moss.
No.
Hello.
So I can. I've got second wind, and I've got an additional thing I can do with second wind, haven't I? Again, a new feature. I think that's a get the hell out of dodge kind of thing, if I'm remembering correctly, but I can't remember what it's under. When I do second wind, it's tactical shift. Whenever you activate your second wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I get some hit points as well, so that would be nice.
So pop the second wind into the chat and roll your healing.
Roll. Hey, I'll take it. Apply healing. Beautiful.
No, that took damage away from you.
But I clicked apply healing.
I'm very
what
aware
I
of that
think.
fact, but
I think there is either a glitch happening or it's just to do with the second wind, because even I'm having that problem.
There. Second wind's having hissy fit. Good to know.
I've just upped your health.
Lovely, thank you. And that was being able to move up to half your speed
Yeah.
without
So-
opportunity attack. My
20
speed
feet.
is currently 40, isn't it? So yeah. 5, 10. 15. I'm going to put myself over here.
Yep.
And now I'm over here, would like to shoot this dude.
Okay.
Because he's being a butt, and I really don't want him to go after Carrion, is my theory.
Okay.
So if he cannot be standing as quick as possible, that would be lovely. And that's just at normal.
Yes.
Cool.
That will indeed hit him.
Beautiful. No one's near him. Bonus.
Okay.
Cool. How is he looking, by the way?
That's the first time he's taken any damage.
Nice.
So he's pretty healthy at the moment.
He's pretty snazzy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for him again. See if I can get another shot off.
That'll hit.
And damage, normal. Nice.
Okay, yeah, he's looking like he's taking damage. He's hurt. Emotionally, yeah, it's like deep-seated fear of things.
It's like he's realised this. Just like how his mum used to shoot him.
Sean, could you roll me 2d6?
No.
Okay.
Dude.
Tanny.
Let's do that. It's already done it now.
Okay.
12.
This one swings through AJ, and the AJ they swing through shatters as they've got down another magic mirror illusion. And so we're going to get another attack, which AJ just sidesteps. AJ's being a tank tonight. Jesus. Snicket. It's not your turn just yet.
No.
This one is going to come over to here and is going to make one attack against Moss, which is going to be a 20 to hit Moss.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 11 points of damage to Moss as its greatsword strikes into you. And Snicket, that is a 20 to hit you as well.
That dice went on a journey on my screen.
Okay. As the greatsword strikes towards Snicket, a shield of arcane energy just erupts in front of the sword, and lasts until the start of Snicket's next turn. It's now the start of Snicket's next turn. We can't now hear Jeff. I don't know if this is...
I apologise, I was on mute.
That explains that.
I cried out "sealed" in a triumphant voice when I pressed the button. So
Well, we didn't hear it. It never happened.
I know it was a wasted moment. I do have a. Is that going to work though? 5, 10, 15, 20. It's a bit risky. It involves at least one or possibly two members of our party getting slightly singed. I'd rather not do it. But
Some people are very low.
I know, that's why I'm not going to do it.
Have you got any long-range, comically large healings for anyone?
Yes, she's currently toe-to-toe with another bad guy. I am going to maneuver Betsy. My bonus action, 5, 10, and I'm going to go 15 here. Is that an opportunity attack?
That would be from both of them, actually.
Okay, hit me twice.
I'm assuming Betsy's made of metal, right?
Sadly, yes. That's a no.
I don't know why I opened a second character sheet with the same character figures on it, but there we go.
Oh, that one does hit. That one does hit, I'm afraid.
So that is going to be this many. 5.
Okay. It's just normal damage, though. It's only on the attack.
Lightning damage.
I don't believe there's actually a vulnerability on that one, so I'll just apply the normal damage. Who did I apply that to?
That went on Betsy.
Good, because it hasn't changed on here. Okay. In which case? On a scale, I don't even want to say this. On a scale of between 1 and 24, how together is Cherish looking?
4.
Yep, not doing that then. I'm just gonna catapult this. I'm gonna force ballista this guy then. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cherish looking very bad.
Cherish is looking very bad.
I am
I just opened up
literally.
Icebreakers sheet. Oh my god!
Oh no.
Oh wait, yeah. Hang on.
That doesn't hit.
That's not gonna hit.
I didn't know you could do that.
In which case, I'm going to move over to here. This is my movement action, and my main action is going to be to try and plug this guy with a firebolt.
Okay. That's a ranged attack against somebody you're in melee combat with, so it'll be a disadvantage.
I'm in melee combat with this guy, yeah, but it's this guy I'm shooting at.
Okay.
So still good?
Yeah, you're still good.
Good. No, I'm not good. No.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Not great.
Boo. Oh, well, I've at least given Moss advantage, so... Yay.
Thanks.
Carrion.
That's my turn.
Okay, moving on. Next guy.
I don't know. I've got ideas, but then there's no way I can really get into the position to do those ideas.
Welcome to my world.
And also, my sheets are getting out of hand. I need to. If I would just stand like there, could I? Oh, I could. Oh, I could.
Oh dear, you can.
Right. I'm going to move here.
And then you're going to do that thing.
I'm going to attempt to do that thing that I just did. Of doing. Where the fuck's the spell gone? Doing
the do.
Screw it, I'm beefing it up by 1. Yeah. Lightning bolt, bitch. Watch them all roll perfectly as the fucking. None of them roll perfectly! Huzzah!
Amazing.
So, they're going to take. Oh, there's a lot of sixes in there. 44 lightning damage.
Oh,
Amazing.
oh. And once again, I say, oh.
He just charges forward. So,
I mean, we're just returning the lightning they gave to us. We're just giving it back to them.
What does your lightning bolt look like? Like, what is a deathly necromantic lightning bolt?
I think it's the same color as a lot of his magic is, kind of like that very pale aqua greenish blue kind of color. But it's kind of like also just kind of like always got like a black outline around the bolt. So it's got a color that shouldn't be seeping from the lightning.
The lightning bolt crackles through all three of them, and they all burst into flames, and just armor and greatsword hit the ground, leaving no bodies behind.
Damn.
However,
next. Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, for God's sake!
Cherish.
Yes, John.
You take 17 points of damage.
I'm down. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Carrion, are you wearing metallic armor?
I can't wear armor.
Fair point. Does a 17 hit your armor class?
Please hold. 13. I believe. This is over there. No.
This one just walks forward towards you, fires its arms out, and you see, like, past it, Cherish to the ground. And as it comes towards you, you throw up this sickly green shield and just catch its hands. This one is going to attempt to attack AJ.
Because it's gone so well before.
Come on, AJ.
No. No.
No. No. AJ holding their own.
Just bugger off and go and do your taxes or something.
Dax. Okay. I mean, we can't hear you, so I'm trying to work out what your plans are from the mouse movements.
It's either... Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Every time you join, we can hear you say, "Can you hear me?" and then nothing else. So stop saying, "Can you hear me?" Just tell us what you're doing.
It's a 9 lives against... I'm guessing it's going to be against the enemy.
I mean, unless it's against, like, haha, my betrayal. Stab.
Betrayal.
That'll hit. And it has taken damage, because I know that's important to you.
Ever so important to me.
It's looking hurt.
Stab it again.
I will stab it.
Oh, now we're getting what Richard said.
He will stab it again.
Ah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't hit. You just missed.
Son of a bee sting. Do 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 do.
I just want to check about if I've got any bonus action spells.
Oh, we're not. John, this could be an opportunity to test the new version of the rule.
We're going to leave that for now.
Okay.
I don't even know. I just rolled it. I forgot it was probably a good thing.
I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if we get anything from Richard about a bonus action spell, but I don't think he does. Oh. Okay.
No bonus action spell.
AJ, do you have any spell that you wish to do from all the way over there? Why do you not have a spell you wish to do from all the way over there, AJ? Wait, that's... What? What?
What?
But
What?
Oh. Okay. We're going to do this then. We're going to start off with a rapier ring. And apparently this combo of like miss is going both ways now. And then as we're going to just double check some distances real fast. Yeah, that's fine. That is going to be AJ uses a bonus action to mass healing word at 3rd level. That is going to be 13 points of healing to anyone who needs it.
Me.
I'll take it.
13. Yes, please.
Did I just do damage to myself?
No, it's doing the thing again. Do not press apply healing, it will damage you. Just tell it to it. So is something not right there?
Oh, weird.
Hold on, I'll math it myself and then I'll type it in.
Cherish blinks and comes back.
So Cherish is now on 13.
Cherish is now on 13.
Okay, cool.
There we go, back up the flesh.
Rogue has redeemed a stretch.
Yeah.
You're the only one on camera.
I can press down further.
Am I
I'll
killing my
stretch
friends
first,
again?
Sure.
No. I mean, yes, but also no.
Maybe. A little bit.
Dax. Does a 14 hit your armor class, Dax?
Dax went away, I'm afraid. Oh, no, he's back. Who went away?
Tanny
No, I'm
went
back.
away.
But yeah,
Annie went away.
That is going to be 10 points of lightning damage to Dax. Moss.
Hello. Cherish is still having a bad time of things present.
Yeah, Cherish is on the ground at the moment.
Which means if they were attacked, they're at disadvantage, aren't they?
Attacks against them in melee would be at advantage.
Oh, okay. Cool. I am going to, and I'm going to assume that they're okay with it. I'm going to phase step Cherish away.
Okay.
So from there they've got 30 feet. I'm going to plonk them. I assume Carrion's line of lightning has gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a flash and it's gone.
I'm gonna put Cherish here. Because I was gonna put next to Snicket, but then there'll be in a line for that one, and we don't want that. I believe they've probably got potions to heal up, so we're putting them to one side for now.
Okay.
So they can figure that out. And then that was my bonus action, so I've still got action to do.
Yep.
So this gentleman who's saying hello to Carrion is hopefully going to get a waning moon to the side of the head.
Okay.
That is at normal.
It's a hit.
That'll hit.
Cool, that gets my bonus. Normal.
He's looking very hurt now.
Good, that's what we like. And the other half of the waning moon, let's give this a shot.
That is also a hit.
Oh, and that's just a normal. Okay.
There are flames and then just the remaining clothing on the ground.
Moss is just going to shout, "I claim the clothes, they're going in my bag holding."
Snicket.
Okay, bonus action time. I'm going to move Betsy down here. That should be within 20 feet of this guy, but nobody else, I believe.
That is correct.
Okay. And I'm going to call out Betsy, engage code 000, destruct 0.
Oh, no, wait, one step further.
One step further. Well, first thing Betsy's going to do is fire a ballista at this guy, so maybe she doesn't have to 000. Let me just get Betsy up. Where's my Betsy? Force ballista. 9. Okay, never mind.
Yep, that's, that's not
Betsy's going to start beeping. Eyes going to start glowing red. The beeping is going to get faster and faster and faster, higher and higher and higher. And I would like this guy to make a dexterity saving throw, please. He passes.
That is going to be a 20.
He's going to take 8 points of force damage, and Betsy blows up.
No, I meant to take half of that.
No, you can take all of it if you wish to.
He's not looking healthy.
And Betsy's gone. Poof. Well, it's a massive explosion actually because it reaches out 20 feet.
So that was your bonus action.
No, that's my action. Making Betsy explode is my main action as well.
Okay.
Betsy exploding is the action. Yep.
Carrion.
Me. Little old me. I got so little I could do. Each of these guys is taking damage, and are both of them looking pretty bad, or?
This one's looking pretty bad. This one's taken damage.
I am going to take aim at that one, at the one next to Dax.
Okay.
I'm just quickly making sure of this spell. I don't think... There's the problem with some necromancy spells. They have like the thing of like, if it's a construct, it don't work. And we were specifically told these were a type of construct.
You have been told these are a type of construct.
So I don't know if the kind of limitations apply. I'm going to assume they probably do.
If your spell says it doesn't affect constructs, these are constructs.
I could have sworn this one did say something about it, but I'm not going to use it anyway. I don't want to waste that spell. I'm just going to pop a level 1 magique missile.
Okay.
So the situation is 3d4 plus 3?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4. Bye-bye. Just all bolts at him, just picking away at him.
He's looking very hurt.
And I'm also going to move like over here to so we're not all bunched.
This one is going to attack, well, AJ.
He's going to try. Oh, that was nearly a natural 1. That would have been perfect.
I just rolled a second attack as well. Oh, look, it's a natural 1.
Yay!
Sean, could you roll me just a d6?
I can.
So mirror image is still up, but that does mean that...
Apparently I'll snick it.
That does mean that AJ takes a little bit of damage.
No.
Dax.
It stabbed this guy.
Okay. Oh, that'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
With an eruption of
Will that do it?
flames,
Yep.
this one's clothing collapses to the ground.
And then, am I able to switch
Yes.
my bow and attack? I'm gonna shoot this guy with a bow.
That'll hit. You just fling the sword into the sheath, grab the bow, knock an arrow, fire it. It swings past AJ, strikes true, and it is Cherish's turn. Did anyone think that... well, Cherish doesn't have any potions of healing listed.
Is that on either of their sheets? Because were we putting things on D&D Beyond as well? Can't remember.
I I don't know. I'm going to leave that because also I don't think that I should be taking potions of healing on their behalf.
Yeah, fair. They're currently safe. So have they got anything
they'll-
ranged?
No. Well, spells, maybe. They'll stand up.
I mean, they've surely have a little cheeky Eldritch Blast tucked away
They
somewhere.
do have a cheeky Eldritch Blast.
You know, best cantrip in the game.
What level are you guys? 9.
9.
Alright, for a start, up you get, Cherish. 21 will hit. A 12 will not. So that is 9 points of damage to that one. AJ is gonna rapier.
It's going to deck him.
And that does bring him down to bloodied. And then AJ is going to Bardic Inspire on Snicket.
Okay, D8.
You get a D8. And because of that, we're going to get an unarmed attack from AJ. Oh, that was so close to the natural 20.
But it
And
was
that's a
in fact
bad miss.
Moss.
Hello. I'm not going to move this time, so I'm going to steady my aim with the waning moon.
You breathe deeply. You focus.
So that will make it at advantage.
It does hit.
It does. It does. Which is kind of impressive given those rolls.
I do feel that I need to double check your waning moon is set up properly, but I'll do that at another time.
I think it is. I think I just rolled god awful. The same with that. That was pretty trashy too.
Yeah, you, like with the attack, you did roll a 5. That's utter pants.
Yeah. Okay, well that was shot number 1.
That was indeed shot number 1.
Let's have a shot number 2, shall we?
How about second shot?
That one is just at normal. See? Why do I have that one?
I mean, you hit just the same.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, can I just ask, can we remove the dead things from the turn order?
Apparently, no.
Oh.
That answer your question.
But also,
It does.
it is good at telling you when you're up next around them. So, yeah, that's me done, John.
That clump that's on the turn order is a new one that is. Yeah. Stick it. I'll see if I can change the settings on the one across the top to see if it will
I'm just
hide.
going to let me see any bonus actions before I just open up with the thingy. Any prepared bonus actions? Expeditious retreat, not very useful here. Long strider. I think it's just going to be. Oh no, I've got a second level spell slot free. Scorching ray against that guy. Screw it. Yes, we'll do it.
Okay. Roll me 3 attacks.
1. Boo.
That's a no.
2. That's a yes.
That is indeed a
3.
yes.
That is also a yes. So 2 hits.
So 4d6.
I'll just do it. And it'll be 4. It's 2 attacks, separate attacks, so it's 4d6 plus 2d8 for my arcane firearm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 7. Oh, what? Serious? Oh, boo. I don't like these dice. Can these dice go into jail, please?
There's enough.
He had 7 hit points left, so
I don't care. I want a more spectacular roll off that. There's 3 1s in that roll. I'm unhappy.
Yeah, the dice have been mean tonight.
Snicker's going to spend the next hour checking over his equipment, fine-tuning his equipment, see if there's any loose connections anywhere. Guys, can we rest now? I'm suddenly feeling quite tired.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2.5 hours until you can start a long rest.
Boo. Let's just not get into any more fights for the next 2.5 hours.
I don't believe that's our choice to make.
I mean, you can just stand around for 2.5 hours if you wish.
Just sit down on the ground in a sulk for 2.5 hours.
You see a set of iron doors at the base of this tower.
Mm-hmm.
They have been welded shut from the outside.
Ooh, they want to keep things in.
That makes sense from saying it was dangerous.
You said there was like a hole where something seems to have punched through.
Yes.
I'm flying up to the lip of that hole.
Okay.
Where's Cherish gone?
Flappity flap flap flap. I'm not going in. I'm just like at the very edge of the, just to see if what I can see in there, if there's anything in there, or if they've just welded it shut out of just sheer paranoia.
A large.
I'm going to walk over to Cherish with a comically glowing large syringe.
Okay.
Cure wounds at 2nd level. 24 points of healings for Cherish.
So they're at 13 at the moment. Yeah, that worked.
Yay. Sorry, pray continue.
Carrion, you flap up to the large hole in the roof, and as you look down on it, you realize that you saw this hole from the other side when your eye was taken. A large telescope dominates a 30-foot diameter circular chamber. Gazing into the telescope's eyepiece is a hulking, frog-like biped in wizard's robes that barely fits. It is mumbling to itself as it looks into the eyepiece of the telescope. Adamantine shields cover the windows, and you can see a large chunk of stone, clearly from another building, that has embedded itself into the floor like a jagged stone knife.
I flap back down. There's a weird frog man in there?
Is that the astronomer we were told about?
Well, he's looking through a telescope, and he's muttering to himself, and he's wearing wizard robes.
That doesn't prove anything. Should we go up and speak to her? Should we go up and speak to her and see what happens from there?
Slightly concerned by that theory.
I know. I don't want to speak to anyone right now.
If we get into a fight with him, I can do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have nothing.
These guys specifically told us it was dangerous in there, and
But they could be wrong. Like, he looks like he's just looking through his telescope at stuff.
So do you think he was supposed to be the sort of frog shape?
I mean, it looks like his robes are, like, tight and ill-fit. I think he's turned into that thing.
well, haven't we seen pictures of all the?
I mean, this isn't one of the towers, is it? I don't think it is it?
No, this is not. The arch astronomer was not in the pictures you've seen.
No.
Ah,
So,
John, of the other buildings that were around us, did any of them look to be safe, like that we could go and sit in and regroup and wait out the healing?
I mean, we've not actually gone in any of the buildings around here.
Yeah, you've seen buildings in this space that may be safe. But it's
Without going in them, we don't know.
yeah.
Did was it AJ that had the hut of hiding places?
AJ has the hut.
They do have, was it
And
tiny?
that was hidden, right?
Nothing can get into it. It's not hidden, it's a very obvious bubble.
I think you can make it kind of like a little bit translucent. You can't,
Yeah.
you're not visible when you're in it.
I'm just wondering whether we were to go into the place where the golem is and bubble up, partly so we can watch it, but also nothing else is going to come into there if he's crashing around.
But then,
The bubble, Leomund's tiny hut, lasts for 8 hours. You are currently, given the fight time, sort of time to pick yourselves up again afterwards and to get back over to the bazaar, we'll say you're 2 hours away from when you could start a long rest.
which is 8 hours.
Which is 8 hours. So you would have 2 hours at the end of a long rest without the bubble.
Or we wait around for the 2 hours without bubble and then bubble.
Those are 2 options.
I think if we're going to use the hut, we can just use it here.
Yeah, I don't think going to the bazaar with the golem's a good idea. Because then we've got a golem that we don't know what it's going to do if it accidentally encounters us.
Yeah, true.
Because if I had no head, and I suddenly bumped into someone, bumped into someone in a strange place where I didn't know where I was, my first instinct would be to launch every spell I had in every direction.
Do you want to spend the next 2 hours sort of setting up a camp at the bottom of the tower, getting meals ready and prepping and
Yeah.
spending time, and then take a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we've got any choice because we're so low on spells and things.
Even with the healing, Cherish is still low.
Yeah.
Okay.
And us spellcasters have nothing.
Mhm.
I will say then that as we get to the start of the long rest, we will stop here for tonight.
Okay.
So we get 2 weeks to plan what we're going to converse about during the long rest.
Yep, you've got 2 weeks. You can think up anything you want to talk about during the long rest, especially if you're going to take watch with each other.